What is going on, everybody? This is the Dawn, and this is Just Shooting the Shit Volume 3, my friends. This is the first timer for me right here, actually, because I've never actually gone live before. Actually, I've never done it before. I usually will just record something and just post it on YouTube, but this is a little different. I just figured I eventually would like to try something like this, you know? So, it's a little unorthodox tonight because, you know, I really don't, I really don't want to talk about a lot of political stuff because, I mean, there's just a lot more stuff in the world to talk about, right? There's just a lot more stuff to talk about, you know, happier stuff, more entertaining stuff, right? So, but, the one thing that's been really just grinding me today, actually since, last night, pretty much is the horrible decision to acquit the accused killer of Kate Steinle's, of the murder of Kate Steinle. And it's tough to watch, right? I mean, it's tough to think about because, I mean, you know, this poor girl, she died in 2015. And she's walking down the street, you know, wherever with her father, just enjoying life, having a good time. Next thing you know, a bullet ricochets and kills her, and, you know, she dies in her father's arms. So, you know, this has been going on for 2 years, and, you know, they came up with the Kate's Law to try to stop sanctuary cities. And apparently it didn't work because, you know, this guy was deported 5 times, had criminal pasts, you know, stuff like that. But in the court case, the jurors had to disregard all that backstory on him, and he was acquitted. I mean, the guy was even acquitted of manslaughter, right? I mean, and you know, it's heart-wrenching. I mean, it just really just fucking gets me that people are fucking this stupid to let somebody go like that, right? I mean, this guy is obviously a deviant, a criminal, been deported 5 times, and because of the laws of the sanctuary city and state, they would not detain him, you know, for being, you know, deported and, you know, stuff like that. So this pretty much gave him a free pass. Well, that's just, to me, typical California laws, right? They let him go, and this guy is walking free. And I'll tell you what, the DOJ, Department of Justice, they're getting ready to press charges on this guy and get him deported, and that's good to get him out of the country, definitely. He's an illegal, he's an acquitted murderer, but we all know that he did it, and get him the hell out of this country. But this is the time now that Attorney General Sessions needs to finally just do what he needs to do what he was hired to do what he was trusted to do, and that is go after the bad people and get them out of here. You know, no more free rides for these people just because they're here. He needs to do that, and, you know, not only for the country, but he needs to do it for his job because his job's on the line right now. This is a big thing for him. You know, this is do or die now, not just for him, for a few other people. So, the blood's on these people's hands. I'm gonna tell you right now, because if it would have been their daughter or their son that died in their arms, they'd have a different, you know, scenario on this. So it's very, you know, very disheartening. And I see my first comment says Guy Fig. That's awesome. Sorry you, Dr. Tim. We need to get rid of these horrible, you know, obstructions that keep justice from being prevailed, and we need to get rid of and you know, defund, you know, sanctuary cities. And you know, because here's the thing, the word illegal means illegal. Okay, I'm from Canada. I came here legally. Okay, And don't get me wrong, there are a lot of good illegals living in this country. I'm not going to deny that at all. There's a lot of good family people, some hard workers. You know, there's actually people that want to come here and live the American dream, and no more pretty much. I forgot my train of thought, guys. I'm just kind of messed up here. They there's ways for them to get here, go back and come back illegally. You know, there's programs that can do that, and I welcome anybody that comes to this country. Because we're a country of immigration. I'm an immigrant. Pretty much everybody is from somewhere, whether it be Europe or Asia or Australia, wherever it is, right? We're all immigrants, and I totally welcome legal immigrants coming to this country, law-abiding ones that want to do stuff, and that actually want to make a living for themselves and raise a family, pay their taxes, go to church on Sundays if that's what they do, and I have absolutely no wrong with those people. But the ones that come here, the drug dealers and the criminals and the killers, and we keep these people in here, and they know they can stay here. If they're smart, they'll go to a place like San Francisco or California or any of these other sanctuary cities, and they're protected under their so-called law. That's just messed up. That's just totally messed up, because if we went to their country and we killed somebody there, or drugs or whatever, raped somebody, whatever, we'll go to jail. They will not. They won't harbor you. No. And don't get me wrong, there's some laws that are a little bit stricter than probably what they should be over in certain countries, but still, the whole idea is law and order. So I welcome a wall, to be honest with you. I welcome a wall that'll stop illegal immigration coming into this country. I welcome more ICE members to be hired, better border patrol methods, more border patrol methods. I encourage it all, and I'll tell you what, I bet you most of those people on the border states probably welcome the same thing. So, it's a huge problem in this country, and it needs to be stopped. And it's been really pissing me off today about hearing about this shit, right? And it's a victory for justice, for this poor person. See, they turned it into a political thing, and that was it. And I believe that's why he got off. I mean, they didn't think about the fact that, he's got a criminal past, he's illegal 5 times, that we know of at least. He's got a criminal past and stuff like that. They can't look past that, right? So they turned it into a political thing. It's a civil rights movement now thing, right? And, man, I'm telling you, it's a mess. It's a mess, and I really want to get the problem corrected. Okay, this is not a Trump thing. This is not a Democrat thing. This is not a Republican thing. This is a life and death thing, okay? And, they talk about, we feel so sorry for the Steinle family. No, you don't. You defend the guy, saying he was innocent. How can you say you feel sorry for the family when you just got the person that has murdered their daughter off on all counts, except for, I think the illegal firearm, possession. So, I'm a very tolerant person. I am a very tolerant person. I'm not a racist person by any means. I have friends of all walks of life. I've got friends that are white, that are black, that are Asian, that are, Muslim, that are Jewish, that are, that are straight, that are part of the gay and lesbian community. I've got friends of all walks of life. I love people. Good is good and bad is bad. That's it. Flat out. Okay? Love doesn't have a color. Love doesn't have a denomination. Love doesn't have an orientation. Love is love. Okay, that's just how it is. I mean, there's certain things in life I don't practice or even maybe not even understand. But I'm not gonna dog somebody and just tell somebody straight up, well, you're so and so because you worship this other god or no god, or you are in love with the same sex. That don't bother me. Because I've had friends and family that were gay and lesbians and still do to this day, and I love them just the same. Always have and always will. Tolerance, it's not just about tolerance, it's about love. It's about understanding, sure it is. And I wish the whole world could get along. I really do. I wish we can set aside our prejudices, with color, race, and religious backgrounds, and even societal backgrounds. Because somebody's poor, then you have want nothing to do with them because they're a leech on society, or they're bums and shit like that. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of bums out there. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, just because you don't have as much as somebody else doesn't mean you're any better or any worse. So yes, I get along with everybody, but you know what? Right is right and wrong is wrong, and this guy was wrong. Is wrong. I mean, it's just fucking pure evil as far as I'm concerned. And it really just fucking irks me, about shit like this, right? I try just to get along with everybody. I try to be the most laid-back person there is. I try to love everybody and honor everybody's rights and respects and I would expect the same courtesy from me too. But it just seems like it's like everything is getting politicized now. Everything is getting politicized now. How should murder be politicized? Why? Because I just don't understand. It's just, to me, it's just I don't know if it's liberal law or just California law. I don't know. But hey, what's up, buddy? That's my buddy Andrew. Just said, what's up, man? So what's going on there, buddy? Just doing my little rant for the night. First time I'm going live. Here's the thing. I am, like I said, I'm an avid Donald Trump supporter. I support him all the way. But for people that don't support him or didn't vote for him, I'm not gonna like you any less. That's your personal right. But I'm not gonna dox somebody because he voted for Hillary or he voted for Bernie Sanders or supported Bernie Sanders or Jill Scott or whoever. No, man, that's your right. I mean, that is what they call individuality. But it's just like sometimes when I say who I supported, people just kind of look at me like, "Oh my God, how can you support that person?" And I don't normally bring in politics, especially at work, because everybody's got their differences and opinions. And I don't like to feel outcast, and I don't want to outcast, and I'm sure they don't want to be the same way. So that's why I just say, there's certain things just leave at home, and that's what I do. I mean, yeah, people know at work that I support who I support, but we joke around about it and have a good time, and I think it's funny. I think I got a great crew of people that I work with, very open-minded people. So we have a lot of fun with that. They kind of. I kind of got the nickname at work, the Dawn, so that's why I go by the Dawn. Now, that's actually all my hashtags, with all my online subscriptions too. But no, life's too short. Just really worry about this kind of shit, right? I wish we can all get along, but we can't. So, but there's gotta be laws that have to, those rules have to be followed. Now, those are why they call them laws. And I am big about immigration. Immigration is a huge thing. Like immigration, border patrol, I'm all for it. I'm all for border security. I mean, look at a country like Israel. They've had a wall across their border. They don't really have problems like what we're having. Like what Canada's starting to have, stuff like that. Countries like that. We have to have laws of the nation. And I don't know, man. I guess I'm not as entertaining as I am normally tonight. I'm just kind of, this is my way to vent, guys. So it's understandable. I'd rather vent like this because it gets off my chest and stuff like that. I know I'm not the only person that feels like this, right? But there's a lot of shit going on, and I'm gonna get more into it on a different cast. But this is just kind of a special one. I don't know, man. I just understand why people just don't want certain things. Like I said, it shouldn't be a political thing. It should be a straight up just life or death thing. Do you want to survive? Do you want to feel safe? Do you want to, obviously you don't want to feel threatened, obviously, because we want to have safety in our country. And there's places in this country that are very dangerous. I think honestly, we don't need, we don't need the government to take care of this problem. You know what? I'll tell you what we need. This is what we need. We need John Rambo. We need Marion Cobretti. And we need Commando. Yes, So we need John Matrix from Commando, man. You just set them loose, man. They'll take. Forget about ICE, forget about the Navy SEALs, forget about whatever, man. We can wipe out all terrorism, domestically and foreign, within a year with just those 3 guys right there, man. They'll fucking kick ass, right? So I mean, we don't need, SWAT teams, man. Those 3 guys right there, man. Maybe throw in Braddock from Missing in Action. Then you got yourself a full fucking army right there, man. You don't need bombs and you don't need fucking technology. All you need is those 4 motherfuckers, dude. They'll clean house. I mean, they'll have Kim Jong-un dead in 2 seconds, man. I mean, fuck. I mean, holy shit. And you know what? While we're thinking about, man, why don't you just throw Charles Bronson in there too, man? Fucking Death Wish. Man, you don't piss off vigilantes, man. I'm just trying to put a little bit of a positive spin on this, guys. I'm not normally this political, but I just figured I'd just kind of just spread the gossip and hopefully reach somebody that would think likely the same way. Because I mean, if we don't have borders, we don't have a country, because we'll just let everybody in and they'll take over our country and we'll be just crime-ridden and, diseased and drugged. I mean, you think we've got it bad now, just wait till then. So... but anyway, like, my main point was, I mean, our government needs to step up and we need to get rid of this shit. We need to get rid of the sanctuary cities. We need to get tougher on immigration laws. I mean, we need to hold people accountable. Like I said, there's good people. There are good people that live here in other countries illegally, but they should have to. If I have to go through a legal process, why shouldn't everybody else? I'm sorry. There's programs actually to get you in. There's more programs now than there were available when I first came to this country to sponsor you. And you know what? This country will not have a problem bringing you in if they know that you have the best intentions of coming here. And yes, bring your values, bring your morals, because this is a diverse country. We have different people that believe and think differently, and I think it's beautiful. It's an amazing thing. I would hate to have the whole world think the same, because it would be like so robotic. I mean, yeah, we should think the same on certain things, especially decency, but it's just do the right thing. That's all you gotta do. I mean, that's literally all you gotta do, and there's no problems. There really isn't. But it just really fucking gets my goat when we try to do the right thing with law and order, and they're like, oh no, you can't do this to this person. That's discriminating their rights. Well, number one, I'm gonna tell you right now, right motherfucking now, living as a Canadian, living in America, to me, it's not my right. It's not my right. It is a privilege to live in another country. I mean, I feel privileged that I was able to come to this country and, obtain, a way of life. I can work here legally, stuff like that. And I was welcomed with open arms. And I think the country would do that for a lot of people that actually did it legally. So, we just need to get more strict. I mean, we really, really do. And I want people to have a chance. Of course I do. I mean, without immigrants, we don't have a country, because we are a nation of immigrants. We are. But we have to do it correctly and responsibly. So I'm getting tired of hearing, when you hear about, terrorism, whether it be from illegal immigrants or whatever it is. I'm getting tired of hearing, well, that's the norm now. You live in a big city, expect terrorism. No. You should expect your government and your damn local police force, FBI, CIA, whoever it may be, to protect you. We should be able to live without all this fear. I mean, yeah, there's going to be violence somewhere where you live and where you go, but you know what? We should feel more safe than we do. I mean, last 12 years, I haven't felt safe, because, you're reading about more and more all the time. People are going to workplaces. I mean, they're going to places you wouldn't think and just start shooting people. It's like sometimes I feel like, hey, if I'm going to work, is somebody going to snap one day and just start coming in there and just rapidly firing all of us? It's a scary place to live. And honestly, I mean, I've felt the safest that I've felt in the last year, because, we're trying and getting more, we're getting more protective, we're getting more strict on like violent laws and illegal immigrant laws and stuff like that. But it's just like everything we try to do is like they want, a lot of people want to block. I just don't understand, But listen, I'm not criticizing what people think. You believe what you believe, I believe what I believe, and you know what? That's cool. If we can't come to a common ground, man, that's all good, man. We'll go have a beer and forget about it. That's just the way I am. I'm not gonna sit around and just say, "Hell yeah, you're a son of a bitch," because you don't like what I like. I will never do that to somebody. That is so inappropriate. It's rude. It's demeaning. And then, like, if you're gonna lose friends over political beliefs, I mean, I think that's when it gets a little silly. Like I've heard about people. Oh, I've lost hundreds of friends on Facebook because I voted for this or I voted for that or I support this or I support that. I mean, we do have freedom of speech. I mean, we do have the right to choose, and that to me is a God-given right. But it's just like, I don't know. It's just like like in Hollywood, for instance. It's a big collage of people. It's like almost like a secret society. It's kind of weird. But it's like when somebody comes out against them or says something like, "Hey, I don't agree with you. I'm a fiscal conservative, and you're a liberal." It's just like it just doesn't work. It's just like they just like outcast them, and it's a shame because Hollywood's taken a big hit over the last year or so because of a lot of the stances and stuff like that, and some of it's not even party affiliated. It's just common sense. You get somebody that's accused of, being a sexual predator and stuff like that, and I believe that they should have their day in court because, you're innocent until proven guilty. I totally 100%, agree with that. But it's like people like, oh no, we're still gonna support them. We're still gonna, whatever. These people need help. You look at Weinstein. He's what, I forget how much, 80 or 90 accusers. I don't know if any of them are true. They might not be. But it's just like, they totally walked away from him. But then, like, some of these people that apparently knew about it at the time, it's like they didn't say anything. That's when they should have said something. That's, just because, this person is paying you your salary, it still doesn't make it right, though. If you knew about something about, getting raped or something like that, that really, not only as a role model of the children and other people, that's also just, that's just being a human being, with decency that would report that so it would never happen again. So, that person might be the only one that, that gets that done to them. So, but, it's very hardening. And I'll be damned, my lighter went out too. Oh, that son of a bitch. I don't have any lighter. Anyway, it's kind of a special thing. Like I said, it's kind of a special, kind of a unique situation tonight. If people if they don't like what I think and they don't, agree with what I believe, and that's cool. But we should still have a mutual respect there. I respect your opinion, you respect mine. Not, oh, I'm right and you're wrong, asshole. This should never be about all that, right? And that's why a lot of things like religion and politics really divides people. Because it's like we take it too far, and we do take it too far. But that's why I do these little video casts, because it helps me get my frustrations out. I would never snap. I'm not a violent person or anything like that by any means. So don't worry, I'm not like a crazy person or anything like that. But it's kind of like I can voice my opinions, I can voice my thoughts. I can get it out in the open, right? And people, if they ever want to debate, that's cool. I'm all about that. I have a good debate, We'll voice our opinions, and we'll probably agree on some things, and maybe most things we won't. But that's all good. It makes for good talk, good debate, intellectuality. Come on, it's great. But when we start pointing, we start pointing fingers, saying, "Oh, fuck you, you're wrong, you son of a bitch," and blah blah blah. That's when it's unacceptable. And but anyway, whatever. But hey, what do I know, right? I'm just a person that eats fucking McRibs. I'm the scum of society, right? I smoke Marlboro cigarettes, right? I smoke dope from time to time. What do I know, right? I'm just a fucking burnout, I guess, probably, right? A 40-year-old burnout. But you know what? At least I'm unoriginal. You know, I mean, at least I'm not unoriginal. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. Yeah. You know, at least I try to, you know, come to a common core, and I try to have some intellectual thought, you know, but I don't take things too seriously from time to time, because I like to laugh, right? That's the reason why I like to get on here. I like to make you guys laugh. I hear from people, oh man, you're a pretty funny guy, you know. But you know, and I really appreciate that, right? I mean, it's kind of nice to be, you know, liked by people. But I'll tell you what, for some odd reason, I get a lot of flack at work from eating McRibs. I don't know why I get fucking attacked for eating McRibs. Listen, if you think that you're too good to eat McRibs, I'll tell you what, you got a problem in life, man. You need to see some motherfucking counseling. That's what you need to do. Because I'm going to tell you right now, McRibs, the way of life. I mean, they really are. So, I mean, especially when you get a nice large, I mean, you get like a nice large fucking like Mel Yell right there. I mean, with McRib and large fries, man, shit, dude. That's the fucking bomb diggity right there, you know. So, you know, guys, my zip wire just seized up. I mean, my fucking flinder's some damn good. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm going to get me a new lighter. Oh, I feel bad that I did that on live camera, but I need a cigarette, so. Well, guys, we've actually come to the segment of my show that I like to call the strain of the week. So the strain of the week for me right now, guys, and I personally do have some, it's called Sour Diesel. Guys, it's strong, it stinks. I mean, it stinks bad. You can put that shit in a damn one of those freeze dry, what do you call it? Those freeze dry packs, man. That shit stinks through that, man. If that shit stinks through that, then holy shit, man, what the fuck? You know, but my strain of the week, guys, Sour Diesel. If you guys partake, I recommend that you find your local drug dealer and you find you some, because it is really good. It'll give you the munchies. It'll make you smoke cigarettes whether you smoke or not. You'll be smoking cigarettes. Man, go out there and get you some good food, man. Go to like a Shoney's breakfast bar buffet or some shit like that. Man, you're fucking living large if you're going to motherfucking Shoney's, man. You know, if you're going to Shoney's, man, you're eating biscuits and gravy and bacon, man. You go there, just blaze out of your gorge, right? Great feeling. And God bless my right to do that too, my freedom to do that. Hopefully one of these days the country will have it totally legalized just to chill with, you know. I mean, I don't understand the problem. I really don't. You know, there shouldn't be a war. I mean, yeah, there should be a war on drugs, but there shouldn't be a war on marijuana. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's good for pain. It's good for nausea. It's good for everything. Recreational, of course, but still. It's the biggest cash crop in this country. Or at least it could be. But no. It's still in the same category as fucking smack? Really? I mean, shit, man. That's right. Sorry, guys, I'm reading my comment here. No fries, cheeps. Yes, man. Cheeseburger. That's right. No McRib. That's right. But no, guys, you're living large, man. Going to damn Shoney's and shit, dude. Or, man, the Golden Corral actually used to be pretty damn good, too. But, I mean, shit, you know. Thing is, man, these damn buffets, they go down the toilet real quick. I mean, even especially, you know, actually, yes, I do like smoking the shrubbery. Yes, I do, my friend. Good question. Keep them coming. I'll answer them for you. Yeah, I like smoking the cigarettes, too. I like smoking the backer. But, I mean, it's a way of life, man. I mean, it makes food taste better. It makes sex better. It makes, you know, it makes fucking music and movies better. Especially if you you smoke a doobie and you sit there and listen to the Dark Side of the Moon. Or, you know, anything the Doors did. Something just, like, really thought-provoking, right? It just kind of opens up your mind. You know, if you wanted to open up your mind even more, then you do something that they like to call LSD. Which, you know, it's hard for me to recommend that because I personally don't mess around with the shit, but You know, I mean, I have in the past, but I mean, I'm not an advocate. I just smoke a little bit of weed here and there, drink a few beers. I mean, I'm just typical redneck, right? So, I know you know I do. But it just, I don't know, man, you have a bad day at work. Somebody cussed you out at work. You know, you're stuck in gridlock traffic for fucking, 2 hours, and you either got to take a shit or a piss, and luckily you don't do it in your pants. So you're having a bad day. Just imagine if you double it. You had a shit 12-hour shift, and then you literally have to shit, and you're stuck in fucking gridlock traffic for 2 hours, and you're only a mile away from fucking home. I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, just hold out your ass and then fucking shit out the, shit out the fucking the window? No, man. So you're having a bad day. You go home, you do what you gotta do, drop your deuce, and you smoke that doobie. It's like all your inhibitions are gone, all your worries are gone, for an hour or so, right? And guys, it's not that expensive. People are like, I gotta smoke cocaine to get that buzz, I mean, fuck, dude. You go out there and spend a few $100s on a few lines of coke or whatever. I don't know what the prices are. I'm guessing something like that. Or you can spend $120 and get you a damn half ounce of pot, and it'll last you at least a week or two. Or even at least a couple days, because the line of coke, it's only about 30 minutes, and then your sensation's gone, and you walk around when, doing all your gums and shit. I mean, holy shit, right? Just smoke a joint, eat a Twinkie, or order pizza, and guess what? Go to bed. Get up and do it the next morning. I mean, that's just the best thing. And always don't forget to put on some good music while you smoke dope. Me personally, I tend more to listen to Zeppelin when I'm used to doing that, but. Listen to a little bit of Dazed and Confused Action. I mean, that's just where it's at. Music, they don't make it like they used to, right? And all the people that are my age or above, like my brother, Dr. Toon, and I've got a buddy, I'm actually posting comments on here, he's right around our age too, like 30s, early 40s. And we know, I mean, we were raised on the good stuff. We were raised on your Zeppelins and your Black Sabbaths, Doors, Creedence, Eagles. Then in the 80s, if you're in the middle, you're into your thrash, your Metallicas and Slayers, Megadeths. Then you got into the, unfortunately, got into some of that fucking horrible ass hair metal. Poison and, stuff like that, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, everybody likes every rose has its thorn. I mean, everybody likes that shit, but I mean, still. I mean, I went back and listened to, Scorching always makes me feel bad. That's a good one, buddy. That's a good one in gridlock traffic. You're absolutely right. But I mean, it's like, I went back and listened to like some of this shit months ago. I was like, listening to Poison's greatest hits, I'm listening to fucking Unskinny, bop, bop, bop. And I'm like, I actually listened to this garbage? Or like fucking, Warrant, for all people, I don't know if all the youngsters know Warrant, but, they sing a song, Heaven, and where the down boys go. I mean, yeah, that's just some good shit. But yeah, Warrant had a good song, it's called Uncle Tom's Cabin, that's a pretty solid rockin' tune, but there was a couple that, I guess the bands that were considered hair that I wouldn't consider hair, like for instance, Cinderella, yeah, they had the ballad, a couple ballads here and there, but man, fucking Heartbreak Station, what an album, dude. I mean, they were just like a fucking bluesy ass fucking like late 80s, they had a little bit of glam in their music, but still. Of course, obviously Guns N' Roses. I mean, yeah, they had the hair, and they had Sweet Child of Mine ballad, but man, they were just like fuck you, man, punk attitude, like just hard ass rock, right? It's such good music, man. Well, thank you, man. Yeah, I did introduce you to some good music, didn't I? Yes, man, Machine Head, dude. Speaking of Machine Head, I'm glad you brought them up. They got a new fucking album coming out in January, man. They got a new song. I forget what the name of the song is. It's kind of gone back to their like Burning Red Supercharger shit, so I'm hoping it's going to be good because these last couple albums they put out, it's been like thrash masterpieces for me, right? So it's amazing. Orange Goblin, you posted on there. They actually just put out a new album about, I think, 6 to 8 months ago, so they're still going. They're still doing phenomenal. Of course, you mentioned the Tea Party, my all-time favorite band. I mean, just nothing there's nothing greater I can say about these guys. I mean, they're gentlemen, they're scholars, they're amazing musicians. I think they're the best at what they do, as a band and also individual talents. But they got a new album coming out, I think, believe in early 2018. Their last album came out in 2014. It was called The Ocean at the End. It's still, if you haven't heard that album, Chris, man, check it out, dude. It's fucking amazing. It's just so much different than, I mean, well, you know, each of their albums are different, but it was the album, their first album that they did in what, it was 9 or 10 years, and they came back, and it was just like the album that everybody wanted them to make. It was an amazing album. But I mean, then like in the 90s, you know, it's like that was my late teens, right? My driving years, stuff like that. Then I started getting bands like Pantera was coming out, right? And fucking White Zombie, you know. And of course, you know, the Tea Party. Of course, I was introduced to them actually by Dr. Tune. Yes, I have actually listened to. Actually, I used to listen to Suicidal Tendencies quite a bit. I really haven't heard them. Like, I know they're still around. I know they put out a couple albums here and there, but I guess it was really cool that old Robert Trujillo, the bassist, ended up going to Metallica to try to at least salvage their music, and he's not doing the greatest job in the world. Not his fault by any means, but but you know, but I'll tell you what, you know, in the 90s, we also had the grunge movement, which was like, and I mean, I understand when people, automatically, it's like when you say the word grunge, the first band, of course, everybody's going to mention is, of course, Nirvana. And I got mad love for Nirvana. The short career they had, they put a staple on the world. They ended hair metal, which was, you know, amazing. I mean, I remember hearing Nevermind when it first came out, you know, hearing Smells Like Teen Spirit and Come As You Are, and I was just like, holy fucking shit, dude. But for me, like, my heart, when it comes to grunge, like, number one's always going to be AIC, Alice in Chains. It's like they spoke very truthful stuff, right? Very dark. They went to the dark places of your psyche that you would never allow yourself to go to, right? Because you might not come back. You know, you get very, very deep, right? And it could really change or even just, you know, destroy you, you know, intellectually, mentally, even spiritually, especially. No, Lane Staley, one of the greatest voices of all time, as far as I'm concerned. But then you had Soundgarden, and, you know, rest in peace, Mr. Cornell. One of the most powerful voices, I think, in at least the last 20, 30 years of rock. Hard rock, metal, all of it together. I mean, the guy could do no wrong. I mean, Soundgarden, right? You know, fucking, I mean, everybody thinks about, you know, Black Hole Sun, and Black Hole Sun, don't get me wrong, it's a great song. Super Unknown's my favorite album by them, by all means. But they're, well, actually, no, Bad Motorfinger is my favorite album. I think Super Unknown's their best album, though. That kind of makes sense. Just because Bad Motorfinger was just more of a heavy, almost like a thrashy grunge, you know, fucking, you know, Bulldozer, you know, fucking, you know, Rusty Cage, right, you know, fucking, all those great songs, Jesus Christ Pose, man, I mean, it's fucking great music, right? Then you had Pearl Jam, you know, obviously they just exploded with 10, right, Jeremy, Alive, you know, Even Flow, you know, Black, I mean, it's great music, right? And then, you know, you start getting other bands, you know, like, you know, the Chili Peppers were amazing, Stone Temple Pilots, you know, their first couple albums were really good. You know, then you get bands that were kind of at the tail end of the grunge scene, like Candlebox, their first album is, like, I think, top 10, maybe top 15 of my all-time favorite albums. Then you get, like, you know, then it kind of died there for a little bit, then Bush came out with 16 Stone, and 16 Stone still holds up like no other. I mean, Everything's In, you know, Come Down, Glycerine, I mean, just great shit. Then, you know, again, like, you know, your Metallicas and your Megadeths were, you know, Metallica was struggling. I mean, they've been struggling since after Injustice for All, to be honest with you, even though I like the Black Album, but, after the Black Album. Even the Black Album, it had only parts that sound like Metallica. The rest of it, I mean, yeah, I mean, as far as a hard rock album goes, it's probably the most finely produced hard rock album maybe I've ever heard. But that's the thing, they were supposed to be the anti-product, the anti-marketing thing, right? They were a bunch of bums with long hair that can play their instruments really good, right? So it's like Metallica now just sucks. They really, really do. And Megadeth there for a while was too, but Megadeth's last album came out last year or the year before, I think it was last year, was Dystopia. That was, to me, one of their best one of the best comeback albums I've heard in a long time. So, hats off to them. And this new Metallica album's got a few songs that are, solid, but, dude, I would rather run a cheese grater down the back of my head, down to my feet, over and over and over and over again than have them really listen to Metallica ever again, to be honest with you. So, no offense to anybody that likes them out there, I mean, I would say that they're better than, like, Taylor Swift or stuff like that, right? But not really. I mean, hell, man, they damn did a damn, I think, I don't know when Metallica hit most rock bottom, when they did Turn the Page from Bob Seger, or when they came out with Saint Anger. That was it's like the fucking biggest atrocity in the history, not of only music, but the world. I mean, it's worse than Hitler. It is Hitler. I mean, Saint Anger was like the Antichrist, right? So, but no, metal kind of got stagnant there for a little while. Then you start getting, your fucking Aquas. I'm your Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Then you get shit like fucking Chumbawamba. I get no doubt. I mean, come on, get the fuck out of here. And was that band New Radicals? I forget what that song is. That dude was damn so happy he was fucking dancing up and down the fucking escalators in the damn mall. Man, if you don't have nothing else better to do but sing and dance up and down on escalators and shit, man, you're not doing something right in life. I don't know what it is, but yeah. Then you start getting bands like that, like fucking Mighty Mighty Boston. You had that ska shit for a while. And don't get me wrong, the first, No Doubt was kind of cool. It had a few good songs because it wasn't totally all ska. Then you had shit like fucking I hate ska. I like Sublime and all, but just because they're like a ska-infused reggae band. That's why I like them. And give me one sec, guys. Do you think AC/DC should give up or reform with Axl? Yeah, they should just give up. To me, and I would go see an Axl Rose fronted AC/DC, just for the fact that I got, I've seen Guns N' Roses. I've never seen AC/DC. Yeah, they should give it up. I mean, Axl should he's still sounding pretty good in Guns N' Roses, but I mean, now where Malcolm Young's passed away, God bless his, God rest his soul, and Brian Johnson, obviously he's having issues. No, they should just give it up. I mean, they're 7-year-old farts. I mean, that little fucking Angus Young still running around in his damn grade 7 uniform from Catholic school or wherever he went to school. I mean, man, he's starting to look a little hideous, man. He's looking kind of like the fucking like the leprechaun. I'm the leprechaun. So I mean, no, they should just give it up. I mean, I would say that about the Stones, but you know what? Let Keith Richards. I mean, he's apparently done enough drugs where he's been able to run on fumes for the last 40 years. So yeah, let them go until you finally just says it croaks and has a heart attack, which will be a sad day because I'm a big Stones fan. Yeah, I'm with you on the New Radicals on that one, man. I'm totally with you on that. I don't know what's worse, that or fucking, you remember Ace of Base? Remember that fucking? All that she wants is another baby. I mean, holy shit. And here I am fucking singing in front of a camera in front of people if they're even watching. No, then you got into the new metal, which some of it was cool. Obviously, I remember when I first heard Korn, the first album. I was with one of my best friends, Tony, and it blew us away. I was like, I've never heard this kind of stuff before, right? I was like, you know, they kind of started that sound, that down tuning sound. And then, of course, they had fucking Limp Bizkit, which their first, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I like Limp Bizkit, but their first album's their best one. You know, then you had, like, you know, like new metal just took off, like, kind of like the boy bands did, right? You had fucking your bass boy bands, obviously. NKOTB was your first one, then you had Boyz II Men, which, I mean, some of these actually guys had decent talent. And then, I mean, then, of course, fucking NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, I mean, every little girl's wet dream fucking bands come up. Then you started having bands like fucking, was it 98 Degrees with that Nick Lachey dude? Nick Lachey? I call him Nick Lachey. I mean, how did you get Lachey out of EYA? I mean, no, it's Lachey. You know, no, I mean, fucking pronounce your name the way they're fucking spelled. That's what I say. You know, so... No, that was a virus right there. Oh my god, I mean, that's all you heard. And I worked at a music store. Oh, you got the new this, Minnie got the new this. And don't get me wrong, I ain't gonna dog you. Actually, honestly, Justin Timberlake actually has some talent. I never knew he had that kind of talent. He was in NSYNC. You know, he's that little curly haired dude. Then he come out on his own, he's playing the piano and shit. Yeah, dude, I mean, the guy's got some talent. Not my kind of music, but I'll give it up. Talent's talent, man. I mean, fuck, man. I mean, you could be the best pimp in the world, you know, make the most money as a pimp. Talent's talent. Might not be right, but at least it's talent, right? I mean there's people out there that need pimps, I guess, right? You know, there's women out there that need jobs, or men, you know. I mean, hey, if you're a prostitute on the street, I mean, yeah, you're paying a pimp about 60% of your wages, but you're also paying that 60%, so you're guaranteed to get that money and not to get the shit kicked out of you. And if you do, then, you know, I mean, the pimp's gonna sick their motherfuckers on them, right, and just damage them good. Because I mean, I hate to say it's a piece of property, though. You know, it's horrible. But no, and then you know, music is just. After you smoke a joint, music is just so good. It's just so beautiful. You know, like, and whatever kind of music you like, right? I mean, people out there, I'm just messing around. You like the New Radicals? I'm just hacking on you. I mean, yeah, I don't like them, and it's all good fun, though, right? I mean, it's all good fun. This is just supposed to be entertainment anyway. You don't, except for like the political stuff. I mean, which, like I said, I don't talk about that much. We'll just have a good time and laugh. I'll make you guys laugh. Have a good time. You know, if you've had a bad day at work, pop on my motherfucking video cast, dude. Chill back, relax. Smoke you some, drink you some, whatever it is, man. I mean, and just exit reality for half an hour, whatever it is, right? And just like, hell yeah, man. I didn't have to pay to go see this because, I mean, one, it wouldn't be worth it, but two, it's on my tablet, on my phone, whatever, and just sit back and just relax and be entertained, be informed, be ridiculed, be yelled at. You know, be belittled, whatever you want to say. I do all that to you guys, right? Yeah. And yeah, actually, that wouldn't be a bad career move. Yeah, we'll become gigolos. There we go. We'll hook up with old Deuce Bigelow. So, you know, honestly, guys, I could have talked more about. There's some other stuff that's going on in the political world. I really didn't want to delve into tonight. I'm not going to do a live one on that one. But the main one, like I said tonight, I wanted to talk to you about was Kate Slaw, the tragic, you know, court ruling on Kate Steinle. All I can say is God bless our family, keep them strong. Guys, justice will prevail. Our president made a promise to that family and other families that have lost people in their lives because of these kind of problems. He made promises to them that he would uphold the law and he would make sure that their loved ones did not go in vain and die in vain. You know, and you know, it's all fine and dandy, right? But, you know, if it would have been one of their loved ones, they no. They're just, I think they're just obstructing, you know, but he made a promise to these people that justice would prevail, and it will prevail, trust me. We're sinking the junkyard dog on him, man. We're sinking Sessions on him. He's gonna have to man up, and I think he will man up. Yeah, it is right, man. Fuck them. You're right. You should roast us. I'll roast whoever, man. I mean, whoever wants to be roasted, man. I'll roast every motherfucker, man. Because you know what? We're in here to have a good time, right, guys? We're in here to have a good time, man. We're not here to always be serious. We're here to fucking laugh and have a good motherfucking time. And if it means doing whatever, man, you know, within the confines of the law, of course, right? Of course. And I mean, I'm not talking about smoking dope. I'm talking about don't go out there and looting or some shit like that to have a good time or, you know, whatever. But we gotta bust loose once in a while. This is an outlet for me, right? I love to laugh. I love to make people laugh. You know, I love to be, you know, I like to be cynical from time to time. You know, I'm very politically incorrect. I don't care. I mean, obviously the things you don't say and you don't do just because you're not supposed to. Yeah, that's right. The Department of Justice did warrant an arrest for that guy that was let off. Yeah, they're going after him, man. Sessions said he's going after him. He said this is not going to happen again. So, yeah, we'll see what happens on that one. I'm optimistic. I mean, it's going to happen. But, you know, no, seriously, guys. I mean, it's like we've become this political entity. And not just America, it's the world. Right? I mean, yeah, obviously we got to have politics. We got to have government to govern the country and set the laws and enforce the laws. But that's the thing. We got to do it honestly, and we've got to do it fucking correct. You know, you know, yeah, it's gonna happen. It's all good. It's all good. All I gotta say about that. So how about movies? I mean, people my age, it's like, I don't know. It's like I mean, each generation's different, but it's like the horror movies when we were kids, right? Were fucking awesome. I mean, yeah, they weren't all technically well made, but I mean, you had fucking Elm Street and Friday the 13th and Halloween and fucking Hellraiser. You know, like, that's pretty much all the 80s. Yeah, they spanned into the 90s and shit like that. But, it's like what the fuck is the horror movies today? They're horrible. Most of them are horrible. It's all that found footage bullshit. Oh, yeah, I got some flashing light on a camera. I'm gonna go shit my pants. I mean, yeah, there's a couple of found footage movies that are okay. Yeah, I remember when I first saw The Blair Witch when it first came out, and I think it was 2000, and it was let out. I mean, it was before it was let out that it was fake, and so everybody thought we were watching like found footage. Like, these fucking people were just getting terrorized by this, you know, this fucking this wench witch, right? Fucking wench, you know, that's what she is, man. She's a cunt, and it was like, holy shit, right? I remember my friend and I, we actually got interviewed on the Knoxville News. Yeah, because it was a premiere night, right? And we walked out, and like, hey, were you guys, you know, scared? Of course, we were like fucking baked out of our gourds, right? And I'm like, dude, I shit you not verbatim. I was like, dude, that was the scariest shit ever. And you know, she kind of looked there and she's like, oh, you know, you can't say that on the news, you know. But I mean, no, I mean, like right now, I love, like, my favorite horror movie of the last 15, 20 years is probably House of a Thousand Corpses. I love Rob Zombie movies, and I really do. I didn't like the second Halloween, but all of the other movies I love. House of a Thousand, it was kind of like, you know, because Texas Chainsaw was a little bit before my time, so this was kind of like my chance to actually, you know, experience like that kind of Texas Chainsaw feeling for the first time, right? You know, so, but, you know, but like, it's like now, like, they came out with It. That was an amazing horror movie. I ain't gonna lie. I'm so protective over certain Stephen King adaptations. That's one of them. And of course, again, it didn't have Tim Curry, but man, this guy was just fucking scary. I mean, I'm not giving anything away. It's fucking scary. That's all I'm saying. And yes, I love John Wick too, man. The second one's actually really good as well. Keanu Reeves is actually, you know, I don't give that poor bastard enough credit. You know that? And there I am, man. My cigarette's lighting on fire on my ass here, man. I'm gonna burn this motherfucker to the ground. You know, it's like comedies, same thing, right? Like we grew up, like my brother, a lot of the friends that we knew, like we grew up on different kind of humor, if you will. You know, we grew up, you know, idolizing people like, you know, old school Bill Murray, Steve Martin, Chevy Chase, like the old Saturday Night Live people, right? And then, of course, we had the national, you know, we had the Animal Houses and the Ghostbusters and stuff like that. It's like, fucking comedy today sucks, man. For the most part. Because a lot of it's fucking remake shit, for one thing. And there's too many stupid-ass spoofs out there. I mean, I guess the late 90s had the American Pies. They were cool. I like the actual four American Pies with the, you know, with the actual cast. All that Bandcamp shit, never watched that. You know, I'm not gonna watch Stifler's Brother, yippity fucking doo-dah, right? So I mean, you know, then of course you had your Half-Baked. You know, I mean, yeah, we had some pretty decent comedies in the 90s as well too. But it's just like a lot of the things were better in the 80s. Like I think as a whole, music was, movies were, drugs apparently were. Capitalism at its finest, and you know, stuff like that. I mean, it was just like, you know, like the 80s was like the decade of excess, right? You couldn't make enough money, you couldn't fuck enough people, you couldn't fuck enough people over, you couldn't do enough fucking drugs, you couldn't, you know, it was just, and it's like, yeah, people went to jail, but it's like you got away with a lot of shit back then. Man, look at the fucking Dapper Don, dude. Fucking, I mean, John Gotti, man. I mean, he was a cool dude. I mean, they called him the Dapper Don, and he wanted to be a celebrity. And that was cool. And, what do you call it? I mean, I know I wasn't a teenager in the 80s, but I still remember, you know, growing up, certain things of that decade. And it's like the 90s was, you know, really good. Had some really good stuff. Yeah, the Jackass stuff actually really was good, man. I like those. And I like the spin-offs, like the Bad Grandpa. That was a good one too. Don't forget Tom Green too, man. I love some Tom Green. Like Freddy Got Fingered is one of my favorite comedies of all time. I mean, he's one of those guys you hate. Most people hate him, but I love him. And if you love him, it's like he's got that cult following, right? But it's just like, I guess I think it would have been cool being like, you know, in your late teens, early 20s in the 80s. I think that would be cool as hell, man. I mean, you'd be out there, man. I mean, you know, doing ecstasy and, you know, and doing fucking lines of cokes off strippers' assholes all the time. Showed that, man, it'd fucking be awesome. And yeah, CKY, if I'm not mistaken, isn't that band Margera's brother, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I listened to the band. It was cool. It almost had kind of like a, I don't know, it's kind of like a, I don't want to say like a Primus feel to it, because I know it's not bass heavy, but it's got that funky feel to it, you know, maybe a little bit of like Metal or Rage Against the Machine style music. Yeah, the CKY videos, that was the stuff that actually came out before Jackass. Yeah, that stuff's really good. Yeah, that shit's hilarious, man. Actually, you guys play that at work. I've heard it played at work before. It's good stuff. You know, it's just like there's not really a lot of thought process put in when people put, you know, stuff on film or on I shouldn't say on CD anymore, because almost nothing CDs anymore. It's all digital now, right? It's kind of sad, you know. I remember a time when you would go. I don't know why it's fucking Friday now to get a new release, but on Tuesdays you would go Tuesday. Excuse me. Tuesday to pick up a new album, right? Or they'd have a midnight release. You know, they don't have fucking midnight releases for music anymore, right? Because nobody buys CDs anymore. Sad. But you'd have a midnight release, you know, Monday to go and get the new, or for my time, it would be like, you know, the new Ozzy Osbourne album or the new, you know, Metallica album or something like that, right? But now it's just like, and don't get me wrong, I love the simplicity of like me hitting my iTunes button and just downloading shit to my phone from iTunes, and bam, there it is. $10 a month, and I got all the music I want. I fucking love it. You know, but it's just like there was like that purpose of like being able to, you know, go and get the, well, started for cassettes with me, then went to CDs because cassettes were cheaper than CDs because CDs were too expensive, yada 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 yada. But it's like it's all gone, right? It's sad. And I still got a very big CD collection. I got over, I'm gonna probably say about 1,000 CDs, if not more. I bought CDs over my life, and there's I still buy my certain favorite bands still. When like Godsmack will put out a new album, I'll buy it. Or my favorite band, The Tea Party, which is actually who I'm listening to right now as we speak on the TV. I'll buy their album, obviously. It's bands like that, right? Alice in Chains. Well, actually, yeah, I'd probably still buy an Alice in Chains album, even though they got a different singer, but he's still really good. Just bands like that, right? The rest of it, I'll just fucking Spotify it or whatever it may be. It's just like there's no thought process. Like I said, everything's a reboot or a remake, or I can handle a sequel because at least it's trying to convey the old idea with a new idea and kind of like cross-pollinate them together. But it's just like, oh, we gotta have a remake of this, we gotta have a remake of that, I'm like, come on, really? Listen, if it was good the first time, or even better yet, if it was a masterpiece the first time, I don't think you can really fucking change it and make it better. And yeah, you're absolutely right, man. The movies that I do have, I could build a fortress probably 3 times over. I got shit tons of. I got well over 1,000 Blu-rays, and I got about 1,000 DVDs. I'm a music and movie connoisseur. That's me. That's like some people shoot smack in their asshole for a hobby. I collect in movies and music, and I listen to them. And I'm an avid movie critic, as anybody that's close to me knows. I've always strived to have a lot of knowledge on movies and music, just because I don't know, maybe it's because it brings happiness to me. I don't know. It's just like, yeah, I can't I can't remember to take out motherfucking trash one morning, but I can remember who starred in fucking Mean Streets from 1973, or who fucking was the key grip in Casablanca in 41. I remember that shit. I just don't understand how or why. I don't know, but to me, I've always treated it as a gift, right? Because anywhere I've worked, if there's somebody that wants to know something about a movie or music, they always came to me. And that's why I worked at a music store for 5 years. And well, that plus it was also the easiest fucking job in the world, but coolest job too. That was like the only job I could actually be hired to and still function, because I just sit there and listen to music and sell music all day. It's beautiful, man. Fuck, dude. I was making like $8 an hour in like 2000. I was driving back and forth from John City and back, but still, it was a lot of fun, right? It's just like, it's one of those jobs like, man, I want to get paid decent, because I was in school at the time, so I was living off student loans as well too, so I really didn't have to have a job, but I wanted one. And it's extra cash, right? Because my student loans, paid for my housing for each semester, stuff like that. And the rest of the money was for dope and food and gas. And that's the only 3 things I needed in life. It's really the only 3 things I need in life right now, period. Still, is dope, gas, and food. Well, and love too, of course. Of course, you gotta have love, but oh, by the way, guys, I have got a story to tell you, or a question to ask you. Have any of y'all stepped in dog shit today? Maybe yes, maybe a no. Well, have you stepped in it twice today? Or better yet, have you stepped in it 3 times today? No, because you know what? I'm the only fucking person on this face of the earth that stepped in dog shit 3 times today. I stepped in dog shit 4 in the morning, going to the bathroom to take a shit, ironically. So that was number 1. I'm dead asleep, and the last thing you want to hear and feel is, because that's what it felt and sounded like when you step on it, right? It must have been a fresh deuce too, because it was fucking soft. And then the second time was I got up about 2 hours later, well, about 3 hours later actually, to get something to drink because I was thirsty and I wanted to have a cigarette. Well, walking down the stairs. Yeah, that was very good. That was very pleasant. And to top it off, I come home. Ready to walk in. So 3 fucking times have I stepped in shit today. I think that's probably a Guinness fucking world record right there. I want some fucking money right now. All right, I want to get out of this deadbeat world and fucking start making some. I want to have some money to spend. I don't want to have to fucking make it because I want some fucking money. I'm gonna demand money. Hey, I'll tell you what. These fuckers come to this country, go to some other countries illegally, and demand money and get it from the government. I'm gonna fucking demand money legally and legitimately because I fucking set a record. So I want $10 million right now. But I will tell you what, I will settle out of court for $20 because I could use $20 right about now, you know, for a tank of gas or something like that. That'd be kind of nice. Or maybe get about maybe 8 or 9 McRibs. I won't be able to get the combos because I'll be over my budget, but I get 8 or 9 McRibs though. I don't know, maybe 7 because there's tax, right? And they only let you use so many coupons. Guys, it has been good to vent out tonight. Looks like I've had some viewers off and on, and I really appreciate that. It's been a lot of fun, you know. I have fun talking with you guys. Now, honestly, I have fun when I go to work and whatever. When people say, "Oh man, when are you making that new cast? When are you making that new cast?" You know, I'm waiting for it, man. You're just gonna fucking just go off, and I love that. And you know, the one that my brother, Dr. Tuna, and I, we did our first one a few days ago, and that was even more fun. I mean, yeah, it's the same setting. We're talking to you, but it's like I actually can see somebody when I talk, and when you sit there, and it's fucking like being on the news channel or something, right? You know, that's pretty fucking cool. So, and this is all coming off my iPhone. This is Facebook Live out of all places I can do this in, you know. And actually, speaking of our video cast, just our opinion, we'll be doing. I think we're going to shoot the second volume. I won't say on Sunday because we're both going to have a little chit chat about some movies. We're going to do some reviews, and we're going to do kind of our pick of the, you know, like our favorite pick, and then we're going to do the shit movie of the week kind of thing. So look forward to that because we definitely look forward to doing that. I mean, yeah, we might not get 1 million viewers, but you know, it's fun. I mean, like I think we had like 40 or 50 views on our first one, and to me, that's like 1 million. It's kind of cool. I mean, I'm sure some of those were probably from when him and I were just kind of checking, you know, just making sure everything was looking, you know, correct and everything like that. So, but no, it's awesome that, you know, that people do these kind of things and actually tune in and watch and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. I mean, like I said, it's a good outlet of stress, right? I mean, there's a lot of good outlets for stress. I mean, this is one of them. Smoking, of course, cigarettes. Another one's smoking weed is the best one. And then just getting just like that, just that god awful evil piece of ass. I mean, that right there is like, you know, that's one of the best feelings in the world, right? I mean, it's whoosh on the ass, right? I mean, that's just like whoosh. And if they piss you off, you smoke a cigarette, dude, hitting them doggy style, right? They piss you off, right on the ass, man. I'm like, man, like, come on, shake that thing, honey. You want me to call you again? Actually, Dice Clay said that one, but I think that's pretty cool, though. You know, I wish some people could actually, back in the day, could have like a therapeutic way to express themselves like this. You know, I'll tell you what really inspired me really to do this, and it wasn't anything therapeutic because I mean I don't have to go to therapy. I just like to do this just to shoot the shit, you know, stuff like that. That's why I call it just shooting the shit. But that movie, a lot of you probably don't remember it, but I know a lot of my viewers that are of mine and a little bit older age will remember Pump Up the Volume with Christian Slater. He played, you know, the pirated DJ Happy Harry Hardon, and he just wanted to go out there and just like, you know, just voice his opinion to a dying generation. And I mean, being a funny movie, and it's a well acted with Christian Slater, you know, when he was to me in his prime. It was just something I always wanted to do. I was like, you know, I can actually do something like this. You know, it was such a good movie. Especially for people that are alienated and angry and, you know, and feeling trapped. It's like he was kind of like voicing them, right? He was being the voice for them. And I'm not saying I'm trying to be the voice for everybody else, stuff like that. I mean, I'm my own voice, and you know, if people get a good chuckle and they miraculously get inspired by me, cool. If not, that's cool too. I'm not here. I'm not preaching a sermon here. I mean, I'm not, I'm not Billy Graham or anything like that. Maybe I should be, but I mean, I believe certain things. I'm strong about my opinions, and I'm not backing down. And people want to look at me and and hate on me and dog on me because maybe I'm a conservative, or I believe in the death penalty, or I believe in getting rid of sanctuary cities, and things like that. And yes, I supported and campaigned for our President Trump. And if people don't want to like me over that, that's cool. I'm not gonna hate you. I don't hate anybody. That's cool. And if you don't want to talk to me because of that, I mean, that's up to you. I wish you well. Have a good life. God bless. Because I'll tell you straight up right now, I am a God-fearing, patriotic American that believes in his freedom of speech, that believes in his fucking freedom of damn right to bear arms. Yes, I do believe in freedom of religion. I believe everybody has the right to believe what they want. You want to believe in God, you want to believe in Allah, you want to believe in Muhammad, you don't want to believe in anything, Buddha, whatever. But here's the thing. When you come to my fucking country, and you get so bent out of shape because people say Merry Christmas, I don't understand that. Okay? I mean, it's like we have to appease everybody now, right? But but if they want to make whatever race, religion they are, they want to make that a national holiday or a monument or whatever. No problem with that. Yeah, no problem. We're sorry we offended you for the last 200 years. Come on over and we won't say anything. No. Because you know what? I wouldn't go to somebody else's country and say, you know what? Why are you believing in Allah? Allah doesn't exist. Or, whatever, right? You're believing in the wrong God. No. Again, I'm always open to intelligent conversations about my religious beliefs. And I'll tell people straight up why I believe in Christ. Why I believe in God. I mean, not only is it my right, but it's also what I believe and what I feel. It's called faith. I think everybody should have faith in something or someone, right? I mean, some people might have faith in the fucking Fonzie from damn Happy Days. Who knows? I mean, some people start their own religions probably just to fuck the IRS at taxes, but still. Like, I'm not going to single anybody out, but I mean, you get some of these Hollywood religions, as they call them, right? They worship in $1 million temples and blah, 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 blah. But it's just like, it's funny because Trump is actually, he's anybody, any kind of religion, I guess, really that, like, for instance, I don't consider like Scientology a religion. I really don't. I just think I don't even know what the hell it is. I mean, I'm not even gonna get into it, But they're trying to defund them from getting, corporate exemptions from taxes. They should. I mean, they should have to pay tax. I don't think they're religion. And I mean, I don't make that law, but that's just what it is. That's just the way it is. And, oh man, they're getting mad. You know what? The madder they get, the happier I am. Because you know what? There's times I just feel like just being like, you know what? I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of being the opposition. I should just say the hell with it, right? But you know what? Then I actually just listen to my real inner voice saying, fuck that. I'm not going to be I'm not going to be a fucking part of a status quo. I'm not going to be a part of, whatever. I believe what I believe and I say what I say. And if people don't like it, fuck it. Fuck that and fuck them. That's what I'm saying, flat out. I'm done with it. Like I said, there is respect that you should show, and there should be a line you should never cross. But when you cross and hit that threshold, I'm done with you, flat out. Like I said, we can have differences of opinions. We can have different moral opinions and whatever, and that's fine. Like I said, that makes for good debate. But when you sit there and say I'm wrong and you're right, or how dare you question my authority, or how dare you question me? Well, in order to get answers, you got to ask the question first, right? I might question you, but I will never I'll never demonize you though. I'll never make you immoral. I can make you feel like a piece of shit because you voted for Hillary, or you're an Obama fan, or whatever. I voiced my opinions. I hated him. He was my president, but I didn't like him. So why should people like me that voted in support of Donald Trump, why should we be ousted? Why should we be outcasted? Is it really? I mean, okay, if you don't like the guy, it's fine. That is totally fine. But just because you don't like a guy, does that mean you want your country to fail? Does that mean that you want your president to fail? Why don't you let the man do his job? Why don't you suck it up? That the fact that you made fun of him for how long that when he said he was going to run, and how you said he would never win. It's a joke. Why don't you suck that pride up and give the man a chance? He might just surprise you. You never know. Because believe it or not, guys, he actually does care for this country. Okay. He's not your typical politician. That's why we voted for the man. He's trying to protect us, boost the economy, get relations going again, get this jumpstart this country again. And some of it's happening right now, especially with the economy. And it looks like we have a tax reform bill, I think is going to pass or it's already been passed. So, I mean, my questions are, don't you want security at your borders? Don't you want to know who the hell's coming into your country? Don't you want to make money? Don't you want to have lower taxes, better health care? Your freedom's given back to you. Not stripped away from you. Do you like the fact that you can say Merry Christmas again without oh my God, that offends me. The list goes on. Do you want to start a new business? He's taking regulations off businesses so they can start and thrive, because these little mom and pop, these little places actually are the backbone of the blue collar workers. Okay. I mean, yeah, I know there's big corporations that are big, but I think the backbone of this country is middle class, flat out. I really do. And we'll get that flat tax, and I can't wait for the flat tax. Everybody should just pay one flat tax. So just because you don't like the guy doesn't mean you should want this country and our president to fail. Okay, right is right and wrong is wrong. I mean, yeah, he's a little unorthodox, I'll give you that. But he speaks his mind. He's going to tell you flat how it is. If somebody in his cabinet sucks, he's going to tell you flat out, this guy sucks, we're getting rid of him. And, I never thought he'd be president. I mean, at first I didn't. Then when things started happening, I started believing. I started being like, maybe this guy has something to offer this country. And yeah, he does. He's got a lot to offer this country. He donates his damn quarterly salaries to charities. I've never seen a president do that before. Okay. You can call him all you want, the Cheeto or whatever you want to call him. You know what? At least he At least he's honest enough to say he loves his country enough, because I haven't heard that in a while. Okay, we're not making apologies anymore. We're not fucking around anymore. It's time to put our interests first. Sorry. We're not globalists, we're nationalists. Or at least that's what the country was founded on, American pride. I mean, yeah, do we have to have global trade? Of course we do. I mean, of course we do. But it's got to be fair. And if NAFTA can't be renegotiated, fucking get out of it. Just like Trump said, and he will get out of it, trust me. This man doesn't play to lose, he plays to win. And the Paris climate change thing, and he even flat out said, he's like, we need to, there's certain things that we need to take care of, but you get countries like the biggest polluters, China and India, they haven't paid hardly a dime into this. We've paid the most, but we're getting nothing out of it. We need to get our fair share. Yes, we do need to get our fair share, and certain places need to take care of us better, and we have to reverse a lot of bullshit. Okay, we are reversing the fact that we're a world player again, and we won't be beaten by military, we won't be beaten economically, We won't be beaten strategically. We won't be beaten spiritually. Because we are a nation. America's a great nation. It is. I mean, it really is. And it's like somewhere along the way, maybe some people, not everybody, maybe some people have just lost their way. And I hope that you can find it again. That's all I can say. Because I'm not going to say I wish you hail, and I wish you hate and pain and stuff. I'm not like that because I believe in karma for one thing. So, you know. But there's a lot of bastards out there. There's a lot of fuckers out there. I mean, there's some fuckers out there that, you know, yeah, that's what I'm going to say about that, you know, motherfuckers, right? Different groups of people. Bad people. They're not all necessarily evil, but there's some just bad people out there that I don't know. You know, corporate bigwigs. I'm not talking about just fucking murderers and illegals, because like I said, big chunk of the illegals, they're not bad people. But they gotta do it right, though. I'm gonna leave it at that one for that. You know, I will always support what I believe in. And I get flack. I know people kind of just they'll snip at me and, you know, make jokes, stuff like that. And that's cool. It doesn't really piss me off. And, you know, I'm not gonna go off. I'll just laugh at it, you know, whatever, because it's all good. I mean, I've made jokes at people before too. So, and you know, but I don't go too. I mean, I wouldn't go too far, and I expect hopefully people wouldn't go too far with me. You know, oh, you're a fucking bastard because you support Donald Trump, stuff like that. I mean, I've had a few of that, not at work, but I mean, I've had, you know, people see my stickers on my car or something like that, and they just kind of like, ugh. But you know what? Life, it's life. You can't change some people. Sometimes you just can't fix stupid. So, I guess really, fuck you. I guess that's about all I can say. You know, that's what I say, man. Like Dennis Leary said, he's like, I'm going to become President Leary. He's like, my domestic policy, fuck you. My foreign policy, fuck you. That'd probably solve everything, right? I'd say, fuck it, man, fuck you. You know. But, yeah, guys. It's been a blast, right? I mean, I didn't expect to get like 1,000 viewers or anything like that. I mean, I've seen people come in and out, which I think is really, really cool. And like I said, I just wanted to get a few things off my chest before I can, you know, jump in and have a little bit of fun with you guys. You know, I've been pretty much inebriated for the whole fucking conversation here, guys. So it's been a blast, you know. Actually had a pretty decent day at work today. Customers are pretty good. They actually did something different for a change. They listened. Took my advice. You know, instead of, you know, treating me like I'm the non-expert. I mean, I'll give my damn portfolio. Where I've been there over 10 years. I've been in my line of work for about the last 20 years. I've always thought of myself as actually a pretty damn good salesperson. You know, I actually care for the customers, the ones that want to be cared for. If that makes any sense. I mean, I try to treat everybody equally, but yeah, there's going to be assholes. I mean, there's going to be fucking bastards, no matter where you go. I mean, you could fucking bend over and take it up the asshole for these people, and they still would want to fucking stick another 2 cocks up your ass. You know. So, that's just life. Who gives a shit, right? I mean, who gives a flying fuck? But, you know, I've always thought, and that's why I think I've always succeeded and excelled in my line of work, because I'm a people person. I like to talk to people. I like to shoot the shit with people. I like to talk to them intellectually. Have a good chat about a movie or a book or a political, religious idea or something like that, right? A social issue, whatever it may be, right? You know, I mean, there's certain people, you know, you can talk to like that, and there's certain people you just don't want to cross that line with. And that's fun. That's totally fun. But that's just what's going to happen in life, right? Take the good with the motherfucking bad. Man, I'll tell you what. Flat out right now. I have got an itchy taint. good thing you can't see me on camera scratching my balls. But I'll tell you what, man, that's a good feeling though, man. Give the old scratch every once in a while, you know. That's what a man's got to do. What a man's got to do. I mean, I know it's got to be easier to scratch your balls for men than it is for a woman to scratch her vag. I mean, you hear a woman, man, I got a whole itch. You know, dude's like, man, I got a ball sack itch. Man, we got two of them. We just grab the fuckers by your hands, scratch them. It's a good feeling sometimes, right? And if your nails don't do good enough, get you a steak knife and just graze it. There you go. That'll make you feel better. But I'll tell you what, speaking of holes, there's absolutely nothing worse than an asshole itch. Oh. I don't know what's worse. Having like an asshole itch when you're driving and, you know, like just like fucking fast lane traffic, it's, you know, and fucking rush hour, and you want to scratch your asshole. Or when you're at work and you gotta scratch it, you know, you don't want to scratch it like in public, or you don't want people to like, oh, look at that dude, man, he's digging for gold. You know, so, yeah, dude, there's nothing worse than a scratchy asshole. Well, there's certain things like a diseased scrotum would be, you know, worse than scratching your asshole. I would probably say, not that I know from experience, but I would say that's something you wouldn't want to tell people. Hey, man, I got a fucking diseased scrotum. I got chafe. Yeah, you probably don't want to tell people that, right? Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, I'm actually going to get off here so I can go to bed. I got to get up and go to work. I'm going to be actually having this. I'm going to upload this to YouTube. So for those who didn't watch it, we'll get a chance to watch it. Again, guys, it was a little different for me tonight because it was a live one, but also because I went a little bit more political than I normally do. And for that, I do not apologize. So, if you don't like it, well, I mean, I don't know. Eat my ass, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. So, no, I'm just playing, guys. But no, my next one that'll be put up, like I said, will be my Just Our Opinion Volume 2 will be coming up here in the next few days, I would say. Probably, hopefully Sunday. And we will get that one going fast, too. But, again, guys, I love it. This is fun. I get excited because I know I got my little table and I got a little tripod going here. You know, I'm getting kind of good at this shit, editing videos and shit. So it's kind of cool. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoy listening and watching. Hope you guys are entertained. I hope you guys were informed. And guys, again, this is all, like I said, it's non-transitional, no script. I usually have an idea what I want to talk about, but I don't read from a piece of paper like an actor would. I'm not an actor. I'm just an American. American actually is sometimes pissed off, but guys, like I said, it's always just going to be just shooting the shit, venting, having a good time. Peace out, motherfuckers. God bless. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Oh yeah. And fuck you.